Javier, I can see this note that you had written. You have sent it to the Information Broadcasting Ministry also. It says, restore civility, tame the slanderous beast that TV debates have become. Constant interruptions, defamatory smears impact well-being of all individuals. Now, the moment, I want to ask you this, the moment a government does something like this, tame the TV beast, they will be called intrusionists. They will be called, the government of the day will be called, attempting to curb the freedom of expression. I want to understand from you, what exactly do you want?
Sanket, first I want to say that, today at the tragic incident when we lost a spokesperson, my letter to the INB minister was not as a party representative in that sense, but it was from a spokesperson community as such, that these toxic debates affect their health, whether it's a BJP, whether it's Raghav, or whether it's me, or whether it's the anchor. Let's not reduce or ridicule or camouflage this debate by painting a liberal versus illiberal, urban India versus rural India.
Well said.
The debate is about Ganga Jamuna Tehzeeb versus Tu Tadak Tehzeeb. The debate is about the standard which I referred between Srimati Indira Gandhi and Atal Bihari Vajpayee. So let's not go into that. Number 3, you asked me, what do I want? I want is 2 things. It's not about regulation. It's about fixing answerability and accountability. There is a NBSA in India, which was some kind of a self-regulation, which simply asks one thing. Your platform cannot be a platform from acrimony. Your platform cannot be used to make mudslinging or derogatory remarks. It is, as you say, if you can't change the course of the river, or the river does not want to change its course, you need to build those banks to stop your house getting flooded. The political parties don't want to self-regulate. The news doesn't want accountability. The NBSA guidelines are gone to the wind. Their non-compliance has made them extinct. So are we saying that news channels, the spokespersons, the viewers have a license to kill the basic ethos of democracy, that we agree to respectfully disagree with each other?
I don't think the government can hold the reins and say where these horses must go. That's a really wrong thing in the era of freedom of speech.
Sure.
I don't think the government can be guiding and telling, look here, you must speak this way, otherwise you're out of the television. I mean, where is that? Which law in the country, which guideline in a country, in a democratic country ever says that? I think what's happening is the people themselves have become very choosy. People themselves are trying to tick a debater or trying to say no to a debater based on the content that he has, based on this manner of representation. Of course, there is a little scope for aggression, but one cannot be too acrimonious or aggressive. But the problem here is, today we are receiving most of the complaints from a party which is losing in the turf ground of elections. So what these parties are doing is, they're trying to blame the media for their careless work. I mean, a careless worker blames his tools. You cannot point out and say the media and the debates are the cause for my loss. No. That seems to be the version.
Raghav.
Well, first of all, let me just briefly respond to the question regarding eyeballs. Yes, there is no doubt that these channels, particularly these jingoistic channels, get a lot of eyeballs. They get eyeballs because these are not news channels anymore. These are entertainment channels. They show a circus, and some people, or many of them, like to watch that circus for entertainment purposes. That's point number 1. Point number 2, regulation of media is a debate that has been going on in this country for quite some time. I personally feel that the media needs to have some sort of public accountability, and that will emanate from self-regulation. The government cannot regulate. The moment the government starts regulating the media. No, but
that is allegedly happening.
That is allegedly happening. Allegedly is the operative word in your sentence, my friend. It is not effective. And therefore, not being cohesive, not diluting one's constitutional guarantees, particularly the ones highlighted in Article 19. There needs to be some semblance of self-regulation of media, number 1. Number 2, debate, dialogue, discussion are an essence of India's democracy. In fact, if you were to go through our scriptures, the Vedas, you will find a rich tradition of Shastrat. Shastrat never meant you lynch people on who you debate with or trade body blows.